reached the second level of the Manhwa realm, and he brought the 6 paths of reincarnation technique to the 9th level of great completion. This time he did not comprehend a new divine ability, but his cultivation speed saw a significant increase. From now on, he could absorb the essence of the sun and moon above, and draw in another spiritual energy from the netherworld below. Previously, when Hanju comprehended the 8th level of the 6 paths of reincarnation technique, he learned the divine ability gate of reincarnation. With this gate, he could step into the netherworld and absorb souls into the 6 paths of reincarnation. Before, due to insufficient cultivation, he dared not rashly enter, but now that the 6 paths of reincarnation technique had reached great completion, he decided to go to the netherworld to take a look. At first, he felt engulfed by dark fog, unable to see anything. Gradually, Hanju found himself in a bizarre sea of flowers, which was the legendary sea of netherworld flowers. On the shore of the flower sea were countless floating bridges, and the black water flowing beneath his feet made him even more nervous. He spread his spiritual sense, finding nothing around him, but there indeed was water under his feet. This water was very strange. His spiritual sense directly dissipated upon contact. Could this water that dissolves spiritual sense be the legendary Stygian water? Unable to sense the spatial range with spiritual sense, and with the floating bridges complex and unpredictable, Hanju lost his direction for a moment. Just then, several souls flew past Hanju, and a light appeared at the end of one of the floating bridges. Hanju decided to follow these souls to see where they were going. After walking for a while, Hanju saw a bridge enveloped in thick fog. There was a stall on the bridge with someone handing bowls of soup to the souls. The souls lined up orderly before her, took the bowls from her hands, drank them all at once, then stepped onto the bridge and disappeared into the mist above the bridge. This startled Hanju, who immediately looked up at the sign at the head of the bridge of helplessness, soup of oblivion. I don't want to be reincarnated just yet. Better hurry on my way. Just as Hanju turned to leave, he was frozen in place by a terrifying pressure. Thinking of turning back before the life and death reincarnation, an ancient voice sounded behind Hanju. Manhwa might be a great power of the netherworld, certainly not to be underestimated. Hanju, facing the pressure, turned to look behind him, only to see a terrifying figure, 8 feet tall, reaching towards him. Hanju immediately performed a self-explosion of the Manhwa realm to prevent the netherworld's great powers from following the gate of reincarnation to the human world. The explosion shockwave lit up the entire bridge of helplessness, blew away the netherworld flowers, and overturned the floating bridges. Unexpectedly, Manhwa pointed a finger, and the shockwave abruptly stopped. With another word break, the self-explosion shockwave suddenly dissipated. Manhwa chuckled. No wonder you chose to self-destruct so decisively, using the great return puppet technique. Ah, what a pity, what a pity. This lost divine technique, which had disappeared for a million years, was the only existence in the puppetry system that could contend with the great Luo back in the day. Interesting. What's the background of this young man? With a boom, Hanju opened his eyes within the innate cave dwelling and immediately closed the gate of reincarnation. His back was covered in cold sweat. The pressure he had just felt was too strong. It's worth noting that the heavenly puppet was of the Manhwa realm cultivation level, yet it was completely suppressed by the pressure. This netherworld cannot be entered lightly. Hanju thought fearfully. If the opponent were to lock onto my true self through the heavenly puppet, couldn't they kill me across realms? Despite the cave dwelling being encased in ice, Hanju felt an abnormal heat rising. Enlightenment sword ran in frantically. Master, it's terrible. The 2 suns are about to fall. Hanju frowned. Could it be that the 2 golden crows are determined to descend to the mortal realm? At this moment, some places in the mortal world had become scorched earth, with cultivators from all sects joining the firefighting efforts. Even the spiritual herbs on ascetic immortal mountain could not withstand the high temperatures and began to wither. Sun Chang and Yan Tiandong and others planned to offer the fat chicken as a sacrifice to heaven, as this calamity was indeed caused by it. Hanju was well aware that if the 2 golden crows entered the mortal realm, it would instantly turn into hell. Trouble seemed to follow one after the other, making it difficult for him to cultivate in peace. With the sky barrier as an obstruction, they couldn't enter the mortal realm. However, as the golden crows kept striking, cracks began to appear in the sky barrier. It was unclear whether these cracks were caused by the golden crows' impacts or if they were already present. Soon after, with a loud noise in the sky, the 2 golden crows truly broke through the sky barrier and entered the mortal realm. The chicken was terrified, trembling with fat. Golden crows fed on phoenixes, and the pressure of their bloodline caused the chicken's mental defenses to completely collapse. The mortal realm was in chaos, with many people planning to dehydrate themselves for self-preservation. At this moment, Hanju hesitated, wondering whether to strike at the 2 golden crows and just kill them off. Just then, the system popped up a notification. Innate destiny individual detected. Would you like to view their origin? Hanju immediately chose to view. Divine golden crow, 7th layer of the Manhwa realm, in a juvenile state, abandoned by the golden crow divine race due to poor talent. These little golden crows came to the mortal realm, attracted by the aura of the Fusan tree, seeking to grow stronger. Due to the demonic race interfering with heaven's Tao fortunes, the 2 little golden crows found an opportunity and tried to forcibly enter the mortal realm. Abandoned by the golden crow divine race, Hanju caught on to the crucial information. Since they were abandoned, killing them wouldn't offend the golden crow divine race, right? That's not necessarily true. For a divine race like that, face is extremely important. If they were to find out that their king were killed by a mortal, how could they not be enraged? Killing them is not an option, nor is driving them away. Hanju could only charge towards the 2 suns. Since they're here, I might as well try that move. Having said that, Hanju unleashed the 9 dragons demon subduing seal, piercing through both suns with a single palm. The 2 young golden crows let out pitiful cries. The chicken on the ground, ready to meet its demise, suddenly noticed the temperature dropping sharply. Looking up, it saw the true fire of the suns dissipate quickly, and the sky barrier rapidly returned to its original state as if it had never been breached. Heaven's Tao responded quite swiftly, and the mortal realm managed to avoid this catastrophe. Just as Hanju was about to leave, a figure rushed towards him. What happened to those 2 suns? Ji Xianjun asked curiously. Seeing Hanju, he wasn't surprised, and Hanju calmly replied, I persuaded them to leave. Ji Xianjun scrutinized Hanju and asked intently, so, it was you who took action just now? Hanju nodded. Then, you're also the one who eliminated the demon emperor. I could clearly feel the sword energy just now. Although Ji Xianjun was displeased internally, as he couldn't stand someone being stronger than him. If it was Hanju, he could accept it. He didn't want anyone other than Hanju to be stronger than him. Hanju immediately moved closer and covered his mouth. This matter must not be spread. Once it gets out, my life will never return to peace. Let the title of the strongest under the heavens be yours. Ji Xianjun was puzzled. This is a great opportunity to become famous. If you don't cultivate for fame, then what for? Hanju simply replied, I seek immortality. Hearing Hanju's answer, Ji Xianjun fell silent. Watching Hanju turn and leave, he didn't stop him, but his gaze towards Hanju's back was complex. Such a high level of thinking, it's as high as 3 or 4 floors. Suddenly, Hanju received a system notification. Ji Xianjun's favorability towards you has increased, currently at 3 stars. Hanju shook his head with a chuckle at the prompt. Can even this increase favorability? When he returned to the base of the Fusan tree, Chi was the first to ask, Ancestor, how did it go? Did you eliminate the golden crows? The presence of only 1 sun in the sky was enough to explain the outcome. Others looked at Hanju with admiration. Hanju said solemnly, the golden crow clan is an ancient divine race. How could they be easily killed? Chi asked with confusion. Then where did they go? Hanju chuckled and shook his sleeves, from which 2 beams of golden light fell. The bloodline suppression once again instilled a bone-deep fear in the chicken. It's the golden crows. Those 2 golden crows that eat phoenixes. This time, the chicken was truly terrified and hid behind the Fusan tree, daring not to show its face again. Hanju said coldly, fat chicken, you better get used to it. From now on, this Fusan tree will be guarded by you and these 2 golden crows together. Everyone hurriedly gathered around to observe the 2 golden crows. As expected of divine beasts, they indeed look unique. Phoenixes with 2 legs are common, but it's not easy to find chicks with 3 legs. With the true fire of the suns dispersed, the 2 little ones huddled together, shivering and looking pitiful. The disciples wondered why Hanju decided to keep these 2 troublemakers instead of eliminating them to prevent future problems. Hanju explained to them, the reason the Fusan tree attracts divine beasts is because the chicken alone is not enough to secure it. Now with the 2 golden crows here, the Fusan tree will finally be safe. In the future, if any of you wants to use them as mounts or something, you'll definitely be the brightest star on the street. After saying that, Hanju started to intimidate the little golden crows with a stern face. I'm giving you a chance. If you recognize me as your master, not only will I let you live, but you can also become stronger. The 2 little golden crows looked at each other, seemingly unconvinced, and asked, do you think you can keep us? Hanju immediately released his pressure. Your descent caused havoc in the mortal realm. Where do you think you can go now? More importantly, you've disturbed my cultivation, making me endure high temperatures for many years. Chi also chimed in to support. The spiritual herbs on ascetic immortal mountain were scorched by you. If you seek death, being made into a small wild chicken stew with spiritual herbs might be a good option, or perhaps even a full golden crow meal set, which could become a best-selling product of the Jade Pure Holy sect. Being young, the 2 little ones were easily intimidated by the group and quickly knelt down to submit. Sun Chang'an expressed his concern. If other sects find out about the golden crows being with us, could they come to the Jade Pure Holy sect seeking compensation? Hanju instructed everyone to keep the matter of the golden crows a secret, and then imprinted the 6 paths ultimate seal on the little golden crows. Your sins are grievous, and you have become mortal enemies with the beings of the mortal world. From now on, without my permission, you are not allowed to leave ascetic immortal mountain. I'm marking you as one of our own, and while you are here, you must respect your teachers and not harm your fellow disciples. Hearing Hanju's warning, Chick felt its backbone stiffen. Master, Fairy Shishuan said these 2 little ones are divine beasts, but they don't look so strong. Hanju gave Chick a cold stare. Their cultivation is indeed average, merely at the Manhwa realm. Chick was terrified. Manhwa realm. Hanju ordered the 2 golden golden crows to guard the Fusan tree with Chick, telling them to ask the fat chicken if they had any questions. Don't judge it by its looks. It's actually a phoenix, the juicy kind of phoenix that you golden crows love to eat. The chicken was scared witless again, now having to live and eat with its natural enemy. Master, do you really not love Chick anymore? Sun Chanin began introducing the layout of the Fusan tree to the small golden crows. The one with the basketball court on the first floor is the fat chicken's pigsty. You two will live in the new room above it. Get along well. Neighborhood relations are very important. Yang Tiandong said to Chick, golden crows are the highest bloodline among our demon clan. You should get on well with that little female golden crow. If you can marry into the golden crow clan in the future, you'd really be transforming into a phoenix. Being lectured by everyone, Chick felt defiant inside. Just two Mahayana realm little golden crows. I, Chicken Lord, will step on them under my claws sooner or later. The little golden crows instantly cast friendly glances at him. Feeling the suppression of their bloodlines, Chick, without needing the deities to lift a finger, instinctively started digging its own grave. Soon, there was a new tomb on Ascetic Immortal Mountain. A year later, a visitor came to Ascetic Immortal Mountain. It was Xian Qingjun who was planning to ascend. With her wide knowledge, Xian Qingjun recognized the small golden crows at a glance. She exclaimed, living on the Fusan divine tree are divine golden crows. My little boyfriend's place is indeed extraordinary. Hearing someone praising the little golden crows, Chick burst out from its tomb in a rage. Who keeps going on about golden crows? Golden crows, wait till Chicken Lord's bloodline awakens, and I'll give you a surprise. Xian Qingjun smiled slightly. Didn't expect you little phoenix to have quite the spirit. Chick recognized Xian Qingjun at a glance, knowing naturally who the real mistress of this mountain was. Xian Qingjun took out a demon pill. I'm about to ascend. This Mahayana realm demon beast's inner pill is for you. You also have to work hard, little phoenix. Chick instantly understood Hanju's feelings. What man could refuse a wealthy and generous rich lady casually giving away a Mahayana realm demon pill, both salty and sweet? What man wouldn't like that? At that moment, Hanju also came out. What wine brought you here, fat chicken? Are you going to say thank you quickly? Hanju came out with a smile, followed by a bewildered enlightenment sword. Chick was about to thank Lady Xian Qingjun, but with a clever turn of thought and sweetly said, thank you, master's wife. Hearing this, Xian Qingjun burst into laughter, but then enlightenment sword blurted out, another lady master? Xian Qingjun's face darkened instantly. Tell me, what do you mean by another? Hanju felt a sudden tension. She's just a child. Don't listen to her nonsense. Xian Qingjun looked at Hanju with a smiling face. You've even subdued golden crows. You must be at Mahayana by now, right? Hanju nodded, sensing that her words had deeper meanings. No wonder you can keep beauties in golden houses with various divine items by your side. Your cultivation speed is indeed fast. Hearing this, Hanju suddenly felt he had missed something. Could this woman be eyeing my Fusan tree, or is it that the spiritual energy leakage here is too severe? If this place continues to develop, it will surely be seen as a strategic location by powerful beings. At that moment, as if responding to Hanju's thoughts, the system immediately popped up a notification. You can choose a location, and the system will help create a barrier. Cultivators outside the barrier cannot detect changes inside. Hanju had forgotten that his system had this feature and immediately asked the system to activate the barrier. Because his cultivation had increased so rapidly, the barrier underwent 2 evolutions and now could perfectly cover the entire ascetic immortal mountain. Xian Qingjun nodded. You're not as dull as I thought. The effect of this barrier is indeed good. You'll need to be careful in the future not to expose yourself easily. Some powerful beings have already started to take notice here. It's hard to say who they are at the moment. After saying this, Xian Qingjun walked towards Hanju's cave dwelling, indicating for Hanju to come in as she had something to say. Hanju instructed Chick and Enlightenment Sword to guard the entrance and not let anyone disturb them. Enlightenment Sword was confused, while Chick, with a smirk, told her to mind her own business. What else could the master and master's wife be doing in the cave dwelling? Once inside the cave, Xian Qingjun looked around at the treasures filling Hanju's dwelling and was quite moved. I once thought Ji Xianjun was the top prodigy under the heavens, but it turns out to be you. I indeed misjudged back then, but it also shows my good fortune to have met you when you were not yet strong. Now that you're at such a level, my little cultivation partner, would you think of shaking me off? Hanju smiled. Of course not. After all, you have helped me a lot. If you need me in the future, I will definitely assist with all my might. Though they were cultivation partners, they were very polite to each other. Xian Qingjun turned her back and raised her right hand. I won't beat around the bush with you. I have an opportunity for you. Do you want it? Hanju was startled. I'm already at Mahayana. Worldly opportunities are of no use to me. Could it be that you're talking about? As they were talking, Xian Qingjun underwent a stunning transformation. Yes, exactly what you were thinking. I can take you to ascend. As Xian Qingjun's ordinary appearance vanished, replaced by a seductively beautiful visage with captivating eyes and delicate features, Hanju was momentarily mesmerized. Indeed, it would be impossible for the Grand Demon Lord to look so ordinary. What do you think? Would you like to ascend with me looking like this? Hanju shook his head. I don't want to ascend just yet. The Demon Lord was puzzled. Why don't you want to ascend? You should know that our chances of survival would greatly increase if we were together. Hanju said helplessly. I have people on the higher planes, not benefactors, but enemies. If I ascend with you, I might implicate you. It's better for me to stay in the mortal realm and cultivate. Xian Qingjun thought Hanju was afraid of the owner of the green python great sage. However, Hanju told her about the vermilion bird, another divine beast waiting to beat him up. Xian Qingjun frowned upon hearing this, giving Hanju a deep look. She suddenly felt that the man before her was enveloped in mystery, as if he was the world's most enigmatic puzzle. Since that's the case, let me help you one more time before ascending. Would you like to cultivate with me for half a year? Xian Qingjun leaned in close to Hanju, asking with a smile. Hanju instinctively wanted to refuse, but then he thought about the fact that she had indeed invested a lot, having provided him with so many resources before, and besides, her appearance wasn't bad. Hanju agreed. All right, just go easy. Hearing that the master and the master's wife were to engage in half a year of interaction, Chick immediately pushed Enlightenment Sword away. The master's wife is going to eat the master. Little kids shouldn't watch. Hurry up and leave. Chick then imagined the follow-up story for Hanju. In its view, after deep interaction, the master and master's wife would have produced a love child. After a 6-month pregnancy, a beautiful daughter named Han Ling would be born. The young miss, being doted on from a young age and possessing various unique skills of ascetic immortal mountain, would descend the mountain alone to pacify the demons of the world. Every new year, the family would enjoy a harmonious time making dumplings together. Lost in its own storyline, Chick was brought back to reality by Yang Tiandong, reminding it that the master had not yet settled the score with for the Golden Crow disaster. Feeling proud, Chick had already asked Sun Chanin to prepare a hearty barbecue feast for Hanju, believing it would surely revive his spirits. Just then, Enlightenment Sword noticed the master's wife and the master emerging. Chick thought Hanju would be exhausted, but instead, Hanju and Xian Qingjun appeared more vibrant. Their cultivation seemed to have increased significantly. Chick's beliefs instantly collapsed. What about the promised young master? Where's Han Ling? Hanju grabbed it by the feathers around its neck. Keep talking, kiddo. Let's see what else you've concocted for me. We were just discussing the Tao for half a year, and you've spun such a wild tale. Xian Qingjun smiled gently. Don't be too hard on the little phoenix. Try to get along with your disciples. After saying this, Xian Qingjun transformed into a cloud of demonic energy and ascended, telling Hanju they would meet again in the heavens. Hanju felt a pang of regret as he watched her leave. After being wary of this woman for hundreds of years, it must be the workings of heaven's Tao. My Taoist heart cannot be swayed by a woman. Wish you a journey as splendid as the tapestry of fate. Sun Chanin, who had been diligently grilling, handed over a mutton whip and mutton testicle combo to Hanju. Ancestor, you need to replenish. Why was it so short this time? Are you not up to it? In a blink of an eye, another 7 years passed, and the 9 cauldron sage finally led the Jade Pure Holy Sex Demon subduing squad back home. They had been delayed for many years after accidentally entering an ancient secret realm on their way. Hanju opened his interpersonal relationships to check his messages. Hanju frowned. Fan Liang had encountered another stroke of luck, continuing his streak of good fortune. If this keeps up, he might return as an immortal. And Ji Xianjun, why leave the mortal realm so early when he could have enjoyed being the number one under the heavens? Why ascend so soon to serve others? Hanju noticed that Mafuchu had acquired demonic destiny and wondered what that meant. Could it be that the demons still harbored their ambitions? Brother, you must act wisely and not cross the line. Just then, a familiar voice appeared behind Hanju. Husband, I've missed you so much. Hanju frowned. Great, didn't fall into the demon lord's hands, but still couldn't escape this. Han Elder, were you the one who killed the demon emperor? 9 cauldron sage asked excitedly, barely containing his emotion. Hanju told him not to spread the word to avoid unnecessary trouble. The Jade Pure Holy Sect was not yet invincible. Xing Hongxian looked at him with admiration. As expected of my husband, you are now undoubtedly the top cultivator in the world. Hanju quickly demurred. You flatter me too much. There are still many powerful beings hidden in this world. We must not underestimate the people of the world. No matter, my husband is the strongest. Fairy Shishuan also showed a reflective expression, recalling the past. She never would have thought that this disciple, who once caused her so much headache, would become the foremost cultivator in the world in just a few hundred years. Hanju's status also made her realize something important. Talent truly matters. With exceptional talent, one doesn't need to venture out into the world. The speed of cultivation growth can still be unparalleled without the right talent. Even if one encounters numerous opportunities, catching up to the prodigies of the world remains a daunting task. Fairy Shishuan said. Recently, a real demon has appeared in the world, and his name should be very familiar to you. Hanju responded indifferently. Is it Mafuchu? Do you think we should issue a kill order? If he really tarnishes the name of the Jade Pure Holy Sect, people might start to think the Jade Pure Holy Sect is a demon pat sect. Hanju asked. Has Mafuchu started killing? Not yet, but rumors say he's a real demon. Then let's leave it be for now. I do have a good impression of Mafuchu, but it's just that, a good impression. If he crosses the line, I certainly won't spare him. Just then, Hanju suddenly received a system notification cultivation. Dihonya has developed a good impression of you, currently at 3 stars. Hanju was puzzled. Who's Dihonya? Everyone was truly astonished when they saw the 2 little golden crows, not expecting that the suns capable of destroying the world were actually these 2 little ones. 9 Cauldron Sage gave Hanju a big thumbs up. Who would have thought that the unsolved mystery of the disappearance of the golden crows would be thanks to you? If it weren't for my position, I'd really like to swear brotherhood with you. Han, big brother. After some pleasantries, Hanju bent down to whisper to the little golden crows. How are you 2 golden crow brothers settling in? I just received instructions from your mother, and from now on, if you need anything, just let me know. It turns out Hanju had just received a system notification. Dihonya, cultivation level unknown, from the golden crow divine race. Once gave birth to 7 golden crows for her husband. The youngest 2 golden crows were expelled from the golden crow divine race due to poor talents. Dihonya, concerned for her offspring outside, learned that you had taken in the 2 little golden crows and developed a good impression of you. If you were to kill the 2 little golden crows, you would earn Dihonya's enmity, and she would not rest until dead. Current favorability is at 3 stars. It turns out this person was the mother of the golden crows, and Hanju secretly felt relieved, glad he hadn't killed the 2 little golden crows, or else he would have been doomed. This was the first time the system had encountered a terrifying existence whose cultivation level it couldn't identify. Since she had developed a good impression, it meant she didn't mind me being their master. If there's a way to help the little golden crows improve their cultivation, ascending to the higher realms in the future might mean having a powerful backer. Hanju didn't want 9 Cauldrons to continue the pleasantries here and suggested, now that the world is at peace, why shouldn't our sect disciples take this time to go out and gain some experience? 9 Cauldrons agreed, saying he had the same intention and would now start lifting the sex restrictions to let disciples go out and seek their fortunes. Saying this, he quickly left. With 9 Cauldrons gone, Hanju planned to continue his cultivation seriously. Even though he was already invincible in the world, he had no intention of slacking off. However, unlike before, this time he wanted those close to him to stay. Hanju wanted Fairy Shishuan to bring Chanyu over to cultivate with him for a while. The essence of my breakthrough to Mahayana is still present, which could help guide you to the next level. This invitation was truly unexpected, and Fairy Shishuan was momentarily stunned before agreeing. Xing Hongxian didn't expect Hanju to invite Fairy Shishuan first instead of her. Her cultivation progress had fallen far behind them. Comparing herself, she indeed felt more and more distant from this man. Just then, an unexpected offer came along. Hanju also invited Xing Hongxian to cultivate together, but she shook her head. Husband, maybe I should pass. Having Fairy Shishuan and Chanyu with you is enough. After all, Fairy Shishuan became a sect elder early on, naturally gifted. Chanyu is also exceptional. Both seem more suitable to cultivate with you than me. I think I'll go out and see if there's a better opportunity for me. At this moment, Hanju was puzzled. Xing Hongxian would have excitedly agreed in the past. Fairy Shishuan then clarified, Miss Xing, you misunderstood. Hanju and I are not cultivation partners. Xing Hongxian said it was okay. I don't mind if my husband has other cultivation partners. It's just that I'm just afraid of falling behind in cultivation. My talent is much inferior to Fairy Shishuan's. Advancing to the tribulation crossing realm seems almost impossible for me. Hearing Xing Hongxian's honest words, Hanju and Fairy Shishuan were momentarily silent. Indeed, without a major opportunity, transformation would be difficult. Xing Hongxian smiled slightly. So rather than waste time on an inevitable outcome, I might as well go out and try my luck. Then I can ascend with my husband. I know you have many unique methods, and even if I can't advance to the tribulation crossing realm, you can help me be reborn with unparalleled talent. But I don't want you to see me age, nor do I want to serve you in another body through reincarnation. So I must try, for myself and for us, to fight for a long-term future. Another person clapped in agreement. It was Chanyu. I've witnessed my junior brother's growth and was happy for every breakthrough he made, but with each one, I felt more powerless. My talent isn't top-notch either, and I can't keep up with junior brother even if I spent my whole life trying. So I understand your frustration. Although ascetic Immortal Mountain's cultivation environment is unique, it's more suited for high-level cultivators. With our talents, we're just wasting resources here. I don't want to hold my junior brother back. So I also want to go out and find a chance to change myself. Miss Xing, do you mind if I join you? Let's see who can have the last laugh. Chanyu smiled at Xing Hongxian, who returned the gesture. Of course, I don't mind having a familiar face with me. With that, the 2 women warmly embraced each other like longtime best friends. Hanju shook his head helplessly. Since you've made up your minds, then follow your hearts. But before you go, I'll need to upgrade your heavenly puppets. Spend some time with me for a while. Not long after, someone else came to the Jade Pure Holy Sect. Wherever this person went, even the most resilient soul-chasing flowers in the wild withered away. Upon seeing the Jade Pure Holy Sect's boundary marker, the person realized that the Jade Pure Sect had changed its name. Finally home. This feels so surreal. So many years. It felt like a long dream. Another voice beside him said, I wonder if everyone is well. But at least we're back. Master, it's me, Suchi, your direct disciple. I finally returned. Ever since that unfortunate step into the Jade Pure Sect, a series of misfortunes befell the sect. The biennial flying sword rally was ruined when an unexpected change in terrain caused all participants to fall into the sea. No one knew these changes were brought by the King of Misfortune. For many years, even as the Green Python Great Sage led the demons to sweep across the world, bringing disaster to all living beings, even as the Demon Emperor descended upon the world, erasing all in his path, even as the Vermilion Bird descended, setting the heavens ablaze, none of it made Hanju lose his composure like now, because the system detected the strongest nearby, Suchi, at the 7th level of the spirit transformation realm. Hanju murmured in surprise, Suchi is back. The system didn't give any warning. It's been 300 to 400 years since we last met. It makes sense for him to return home now. I didn't expect even the monster-taming demon sect couldn't hold him back. There's not much left that I fear. It seems unrealistic to find such excuses to send him out again. Suchi, finally about to meet the master he had been longing for, was about to return to ascetic Immortal Mountain. This is the home that has given new meaning to my life. No one knows it better than I do. Doggy asked Suchi, you once said you've been practicing ascetic cultivation on the mountain with your master since you were young and never went out. Are you sure you're familiar with the Jade Pure Sect? Suchi replied, that's not important. Let's go to the inner city for a tour before visiting master to experience the worldly pleasures and eat some delicious chicken I've never had before. Unbeknownst to them, Hanju had already approached them. Seeing Hanju, Suchi exclaimed, Master, I've completed the mission you gave me. Thank you for your and eat some delicious chicken I've never had before. Unbeknownst to them, Hanju had already approached them. Seeing Hanju, Suchi exclaimed, Master, I've completed the mission you gave me. Thank you for your